How do you prepare for the pace that Ohio State is going to play with? Obviously, we've seen Indiana give you guys some trouble earlier in the year. How do you guys?
Just practice like it. Practice high speed. Every play all out, and that's what we're emphasizing right now. That's coach is emphasizing.
Did going against the spread against Nebraska and against Northwestern help you a little bit in terms of getting ready for this sort of game?
Yeah, even our offense helps us with it. Devin's a fast kid, and going against him, it's kind of like going against Denard last year. It's kind of the same thing.
How big of a loss was it when Morgan and Ross were both out of the game there at Iowa?
It was definitely a loss, but the guys behind it, Ben Gideon stepped up real well. Being a freshman and coming into a game like that, I thought he stepped up real well.
Yeah, he's only played here and there a little bit.
Yeah, he's a good special teams player, a really good special teams player.
Well, was he a little nervous coming out there and playing as much as he did, or did he just kind of step right into it?
Yeah, I think he just stepped right into it. I didn't sense any nervousness, but he played well. He played his butt off.
When you guys went back through and rewatched it, was there a decent amount of focus on him and what he was?
On Ben?
Yeah.
No, it was just on the defense as a whole, and I'm proud of our defense. We need to correct some things, which every single team does and every single defense does.
You guys have gotten into such kind of a rotation at the linebacker spots. Did it throw it off at all when those two are out? Did you sense guys getting tired down the stretch or anything like that?
No, everyone's communicating. Everyone's on the same page, and if you're not, then you're not going to be out there. So the guys have got to be on the same page, and all linebackers were on the same page. Ben was on the same page as us, and he played a good game.
But when you talk about like the pride that you have in the defense and things like that, does that kind of take a shot at that people are talking as if y'all don't have a chance in this game and things like that? When you talk about the pride that you have, how does it balance off with how the perception is?
It's a game. It's a rivalry. We're going to play our butts off, and we don't have a thought in our mind that we're going to lose. We're going to play our butts off, and that's it.
Do you hear from people you grew up with a lot this week? Is the tradition every year that they're in the Ohio State week? Is that something that?
Yeah, I kind of just try to ignore that, stay off all the social media and stuff. And, but yeah, I definitely hear it from everyone I went to school with. Half the kids went to Ohio State, and but yeah, I'll hear things and whatnot, but I just try to ignore it.
Do you have any family members with ties to Ohio State?
Yeah, I got a couple, but
yeah.
No.
You don't talk to them either?
No, I don't talk to them either.
You grew up in Cleveland, I know we asked this last year as well, but how would you characterize, your view of the rivalry growing up?
My view, I wasn't a huge football fan when I was growing up. I watched it and stuff, but I wasn't a huge fan. I wasn't like an Ohio State fan. I wasn't really a football fan at all, and kind of just started playing and watching it more, but it wasn't a big thing for me.
So that last Saturday in November, did you watch the game or did you do something else?
No, I watched the game, but I wasn't like rooting for another team, or I wasn't rooting for one team or the other.
You're not a senior, obviously. You're a senior technically, but not you've got another year. What's the legacy of the departing class? What would you say? These kids that are leaving now, the seniors that are leaving now. What do you remember most about them? What's their legacy in general?
You know what? I think the seniors as a whole were a great group of leaders. They still are. I don't know what I'm saying. But I think they were great leaders. I think every single one of them had a good head on their shoulder. And you can't really ask for much more in a senior class. And they're all hard workers. Knew what their position was. Knew everything on the field. We're just hard workers, and that's how I want to be. That's how I want to be remembered too.